Today we're combining the sophistication of champagne with fresh strawberries to make a delicious pink champagne and strawberries cake. Start by pouring a cup of your favorite pink champagne into a small saucepan. We'll bring this to a boil, then simmer over medium heat until it reduces to about a half a cup. This usually takes me about 10 minutes. Any champagne will do. You don't have to get the super expensive brand. Once it's reduced, you allow it to cool completely before incorporating it into your cake batter. In a saucepan, combine freshly sliced and washed strawberries, sugar, and lemon juice, and we're going to cook that over medium heat until the strawberries break down and the mixture thickens, stirring occasionally. Now you can mash these up a bit for a smoother textured filling, but once it's done, we set that aside to cool completely. I'm using a box white cake mix as my base. To that, I add 1 box of vanilla instant pudding for moisture, some milk, vanilla, eggs, a pinch of salt, and the reduced cooled champagne, and the oil. So we're going to blend this for about 30 seconds until just combined. Add 2 to 3 drops of pink gel food color if desired. And if you want to save money on food colors, I'll leave my discount code below. But we're going to blend this on medium-high for about 2 minutes. Now divide your batter evenly between your prepared cake pans. And I'll also leave a link to my cake pan release recipe and these pre-cut parchment rounds in the description box below. They save so much time. But we're going to bake this in our preheated oven as directed on the box. Now I'm old school. I like to pick up my pans to see if I distributed the batter evenly, but you can weigh them if you like. So the cakes are out of the oven, and I like to use the spring test. So I just lightly touch the top of the cake, and when it springs back, I know that it's done. You could also insert a toothpick, and when it comes out clean, you know it's ready. So while the cakes are cooling, we are going to prepare the champagne buttercream. It sounds super delicious, and it was. Beat 2 sticks of softened butter until creamy, about 3 minutes. Then we're going to add half of our powdered sugar and half of that pink champagne, all of the vanilla and all of the salt, and beat on low until it's just combined. Then we add the remaining powdered sugar and champagne. Start on low so you don't have a powdered sugar shower. Then beat on medium-high for about 3 minutes until light and fluffy. On to the assembly. Once the cakes are cooled, remove them from the pan and level the layers with a serrated knife. I do this by positioning the blade horizontally and using a gentle sawing motion to cut into the cake, making sure my blade remains flat while I rotate. Now, using a turntable would make this process a bit easier. Now I've put some buttercream into a piping bag, and I'm going to use it to create a dam around the edges. This is a little cake decorating trick to contain the fillings. So we're going to add in our strawberry filling. Then place the next layer on top and repeat the process with more filling and buttercream. On to the crumb coat, where we apply a thin layer of buttercream to trap the crumbs so they don't show up in our final presentation. Now that's another cake decorating trick. You could also bake this in like a 10-inch square pan or a 9 by 13-inch pan if you don't want to decorate the layers. So it'll come out, of course it'll taste the same. But I wanted to just add a bit of zhuzh to my presentation. Pop your crumb coated cake in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes to firm up before frosting with the remaining champagne buttercream. Now, chilling cakes makes them more stable, especially if you're working with decorated or filled cakes. A chilled cake is easier to handle, reducing the risk of a disaster. And I have had some cake disasters in my cake career. If you decorate cakes, please comment below because I cannot be the only one that has had a mishap. I like to add some freshly sliced strawberries on top for that extra wow factor before popping my cake back into the refrigerator to let everything set. Did you know they make champagne stoppers? I had no idea. Now this cake doesn't use a whole bottle and I knew I didn't want to waste this champagne, okay? So I went to Amazon and found this stainless steel stopper specially designed for champagne bottles. I'll leave that linked below too. Once you've poured a generous glass of pink champagne and sealed your bottle for later, you're ready to slice and enjoy your hard work. One of the things you'll love about this recipe is the pink champagne, of course. It's the star of the show. Reduced to perfection and infused in every bite, and the fresh strawberry filling adds a burst of flavor that harmonizes with the champagne-infused layers and velvety buttercream. Now this cake is perfect for holidays and romantic occasions. It's my go-to recipe for turning ordinary moments into extraordinary memories. I want to know, would you make this cake? If so, drop some strawberries in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more delicious recipes. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers!